Liam Miller, number 1, straight away. Diego Castro, number 2. So starting off, we've gone pretty offensive. Andy Todd, solidify that back line for us. I'll chuck Tando in because he's my roomie and he's the first keeper I played with. And then, do I need one more?
Yeah, probably. Well, it depends if you're playing Diego up front. Or you might need another striker.
No, I've got 2. I need a utility then, That's probably me, isn't it? No. One more. Maybe Wayne Shrowy.
Is that because you and Wayne shared that weird ball thing? What was that about?
It's just my first ever goal in the A-League, and he's told me that he does it from where he's up in Cairns or Rockhampton up that way, and just he was the first one over and I did it, and he said, don't do that again. So I thought, all right, that's the end of that celebration. Lucky I don't score many. Yeah, 100 games for one club's pretty good. Pretty proud of that, considering I'm a Perth boy, and it's good to come back here for what is my second stint. And yeah, I've enjoyed my time here, and I'm just glad to see that Perth Glory are where they belong. It does, yeah. Well, you reminded me the other day with a classic photo, which I think you got a personal vendetta against me with bad photos, but yeah, I think there was a photo the other day you put up 12 years ago or something, and yeah, it was funny that we had a do the other day, and 7 out of those 11 players were there, and it's good to catch up. And yeah, the things that happened along that time just fly by, and you look back now and I think, where's that time gone? But yeah, it's exciting to be back where it all started, I guess. I think Griffo's probably aged the best. Andrea looks the same. He was never really anything flash from the start, so his wasn't great. Sorry, Ukes. Taunchy's aged the most, I'd say. Anthony Scorich. Yeah, Tando's just maintained the same, so I'd love to hammer him, but Tando's just like Pharrell Williams, he's just ageless. So
that is true. He's exactly the same. There's no fun in it. You can't.
No, but he's a boring guy. So.
Yeah. And he is your roomie, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Dramatically, yeah. I remember at the start we were based at Tompkins Park, and yeah, things were a lot different then than they are now. We'd probably start training at 9 and be kind of finished by 10:30, and Winnie, the old kit man, obviously didn't have much kit for anyone, so you'd have to kind of best in, best dressed, and yeah, I think the whole A-League has just progressed massively, and it's still got a long way to go, but yeah, the club's in a fantastic shape now, and yeah, things are really good. Yeah, it would mean a lot, I think every player base, they want to finish their career and have won something or won a few things, and I think when we made the first grand final, you kind of take it for granted a bit, and you think, oh, it'll just happen again next year or the year after, but as your career goes along and you pick up injuries or you don't have a great season as collectively as a team, you realise that they're actually quite hard to get to, and to have made 2 and lost 2, yeah, I'd love to win on the 3rd time, and especially in front of friends and family back home and for Perth Glory.
Right, let's talk about clothes.
Oh, here we go.
Are there any items that you won't wear, like on principle?
Anything I won't wear?
For example, you're coming off the plane. Well, I saw you coming off the plane the other day. You're in ankle socks and.
No, I had high socks, didn't I?
Oh, well.
Yeah, you questioned it actually.
Yeah.
You do question a few things I wear, and I'm not really, I'm quite in the comfort zones, I would say. I don't really step out of them. I'm pretty conservative, but yeah, we're having this chat before. I probably wouldn't wear those shoes. That's a starter. But yeah. I think the matching tracksuit, I see people wear like a red hoodie and red tracksuit bottoms. It's not for me. It's not my style. Yeah, Fabio wears kind of cut shorts that come really high as well, and he's got a great tan, but not for me again. I'm quite simple. If we go back to Jamie Harmwell's days, a lot of questionable outfits, a lot. I used to wear shoes that had paint on them, and I actually questioned whether he had a second job for a while there, and he'd wear he was sponsored by a brand that wasn't the greatest, I won't say it, and he used to wear the polos to shirt and to training, and baggy tracksuits, and just, yeah, he was up there for the worst.
So any other serial offenders? There must have been.
Everyone says Dino, but I don't mind Dino's dress sense, to be honest. He, he's not too bad. I think yeah, someone else is. Keeler takes it pretty easy. He's low key. He's not too fussed about what he looks like, which I appreciate. Just, you know, it's a religion, football, isn't it? I think my old man played professionally in England, and it just got filtered down into me, and it's something I've always wanted to do and always aspired to do, and just loved it from a very young age. And I'm a very active, some would say ADD personality, so I just love being active, and football served me well. I think this comes down to the fact that I don't have shin pads on game day, and I constantly say to him, Lambo, have you got shin pads? And then the pair he'll give me, I'll lose, and the next week I'll say, Lambo, have you got shin pads? Or maybe in round 2 against Melbourne Victory away, I threw him under the bus, so this could be him trying to get back at me.
Threw your shin pads under?
No, I threw him under the bus. Yeah, so I think it was maybe the 75th minute, and we were winning 2-1 against Melbourne, and the boss said, Nevs, you're going on. So ran over, took my jumper off, ready to go, looked down, got my warm-up shirt on. So I'm thinking, all right, here we go. I'm not going on now. Anyway, I just turned. My first reaction was, Lambo, where's my shirt? So Lambo's copped a bit of a spray. I've had to run down the tunnel at Amy Park. As I come back up, straight up to the lino, so the boss couldn't change his mind and say, no, someone else is going on. And then after Lambo, you know, obviously I've thrown him under the bus. It was my first reaction. So I think he's been a bit harsh there.
But how can that possibly be his fault?
Well, he's the kit man, and I didn't have my kit.
Yeah, but you failed to dress yourself.
I know, I did.
Like, he's a kit, I presume he doesn't dress you.
It was one of those moments. I've looked down and I thought, all right, chinnies, tape, boots, hairband, which I don't even have long hair. All right, I'm set to go. Taking the shirt off, and it's just a training shirt, and the panic set in. I've looked at my seat that I was sitting in, and I thought, this is not good. I've got to walk down the tunnel here. So I sprinted, and the first thing that came out of my mouth was, Lambo, where's my shirt? So then the boss has obviously not had a go at him, but it's taken a bit of heat off me. I was actually there the first game against Central Coast Mariners at home when I think it was Noel Spencer scored an absolute worldie against Pekka. Yeah, so I was there that first night, and yeah, I've been a massive fan of Glory since the start, and you know, I used to sit there and think, like, I want to play, I want to be out there, and I want to represent the club. So when the youth team formed in 2007 or 8, yeah, it was a massive privilege to play under Gareth Naven and Scott Miller. Yeah, it was a bit of a random one. I think I was 20 at the time, and we played Adelaide United away, and I think Burnsy was injured for a period of 4 or 5 games or something like that, and walked off the bus and checked out the pitch, and when I came back, in my locker was the captain's armband, and I thought, all right, this is good banter, like, who am I giving this to? Because Andy Todd and Robbie Fowler were obviously in the team, and I think Chris Coyne, and I said, like, to the manager, who am I giving this to? He said, no, it's for you to wear. And I almost felt a little bit embarrassed that, I was captain when you had the likes of those players there, but yeah, it was massive for me at that age to represent the club and captain the club, but actually forgot about the coin toss, and yeah, I completely forgot about it. I don't need that extra responsibility. Obviously the grand final, although we lost it, was a massive game for me, and I'm playing in front of 55,000 fans at Suncorp against Brisbane, and how many travelling fans was there was phenomenal. Another big one for me was against Townsville, Fury. Oh. Yeah, I think it was Robbie Fowler's first game.
He scored.
Did score, yeah. But I think the fact that was a sellout that night, and it was the first game of the season with Robbie Fowler, that stands out in my mind as well. Do I think it should come back? If I was playing week in, week out, I would like to hear that chant because it would get me pretty excited, but I can't be hearing that when you're on the bench, can you? No, I didn't know that. That's decent. How did it go? Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. The only one I can remember clearly while playing was the Andy Todd 12 Christmases or whatever it was.
Andy Todd.
Yeah,
Andy Todd.
yeah. Because he was decent, and I would be happy to have a team full of Andy Todds. Norm, to be honest, I was kind of unsure whether he'd score or miss. The big one for me was Bullock. He should never have taken a penalty. I like Scotty Bullock, big fan of him, but liability on pens.
Really?
Rates himself and has a wand of a left foot, but he should never have been able to take a pen. I didn't want anything to do with it. I had already scored. I did not want the pressure of being the one that missed. I was, yeah, a bit selfish of me now I look back, and I'm probably not someone that's a regular penalty taker, so it didn't bother me.